Folks, welcome back to the Bobby Bo Show. So I just announced my plans to become a chess master after someone on TikTok said that I had no potential. But then I realized that I don't actually know what it takes to become a chess master, other than being better than me at chess. So I Googled it, and oh boy, I think this is actually going to take a lot of work. Because it turns out there's actually different levels of chess masters, and the best ones are grandmasters, and below them are international masters. And to get these, you have to be very high rated with the International Chess Federation, called FIDE, but there's still one more below International Master called National Master, but that one gets awarded by the US Chess Federation because I'm from the United States. And to get that, I have to be 2200 rated with USCF by playing in their chess tournaments, which I've never done before. I only play online on chess.com, and I'm 1600 rating right now. So I'm gonna have to play some tournaments eventually, but I think I can improve online first before I get crushed by children. So I'm going to make a plan to gain 600 rating, and I'll break everything down, and I'll even create a daily schedule of how I'll spend all my time, so you can see what it takes to become a chess master on today's episode of the Bobby Bo Show. So how will I do it? What's the plan here? And the most obvious thing is to practice chess, so I'll do that. But what do I need to do to practice chess? Well, you could play chess, or you could study chess, and one way to study chess is to do puzzles. When you learn chess tactics, you build pattern recognition, and I think most of chess is just pattern recognition. When beginners might think that it's a lot of memorization, but it's actually a lot of pattern recognition.
That's not racism, that's pattern recognition.
And you gain that by doing puzzles. So I do puzzles every morning, and I've done puzzles every morning for about a half hour for the last 3 years since I started playing chess. And highest puzzle rating I've gotten is about 2900. And I think that's mostly why I've improved so much, is just from doing puzzles consistently. So I'll keep doing that. But one thing I need to do more is actually play chess. Because you probably think that I play chess all day, but right now I probably play chess for an hour and then spend a few hours making a video or working on my new website, which I'm about to launch soon. And that's taking a lot of my time right now, but it's almost done. And then I'll have more time to play chess. But if you want to sneak peek at that, check out my website. I have a page with all of my gear if you want to see my computer setup that I use to play games and make videos. Check out bobbybo.show/gear, link in the description. And I plan on doing a lot more with that in the future, so stay tuned for that. But I should be able to start playing more chess. And I think the best way to get better is to play as long of games as you can. I think if you're running out of time, then you should probably be playing longer games so you can spend that time thinking instead of worrying about the clock. Because thinking about chess is how you get better at chess. But I'll probably play some blitz, because I think a little bit of blitz is good just to get a lot of games in. You can maybe learn openings better that way, or work on tactics in a real game. So maybe I need to play more blitz. But right now I only play 15 plus 10, but you can't just play games. You also have to analyze your games so you can learn from your mistakes. And I use chess.com to analyze my games, but there are free options that you might prefer. And you should probably be reviewing your game without the computer first, and then you compare with the engine to see if you got the right answers. But I like to just jump right into the analysis to see the game review. And I'll look at the key moments, like mistakes or tough decisions where I wanted to make a different move. So maybe I'll make that different move in the analysis and see how the game would have gone. But try to think about why certain moves work or don't work, and try to come up with a reason for each move. So you're not just making random moves. You should be able to explain the game to a friend like I do in my videos. And actually making these commentary videos is actually a good way to study chess, because I'm actually doing all of this analysis and playing out different variations of the game. So you might want to try that out, or just follow me and I'll do the analysis myself, because studying other people's games is another good way to improve. So I will also analyze some games from Masters, and I already did one of these with one of Bobby Fischer's greatest games of all time, so check that out in the description. And I'll try to look for Masters games in the openings that I play, so I can try to see how they play them, and maybe I can master the opening. But for the middle game, I need tactics and strategy, and I get good tactics from my puzzles, so I'm not really worried about that. And I'm going to keep improving my tactics by doing puzzles every day. But puzzles don't really teach good strategy. And to me, strategy is how you make a plan when there's no clear tactic or no clear good move. How do you set up good moves? How do you set up tactics? That's what I think strategy is. And I asked some chess masters to recommend some good books for chess strategy. And then I bought 2 books. The first is How to Reassess Your Chess, 4th edition, Chess Mastery Through Imbalances. And the other, by the same author, Silman's Complete Endgame course. And the Endgame course teaches you everything you need to know about the endgames, which is probably the most important part of the chess game. Beginners usually think the opening is more important when it's actually the endgame. So I'll try to learn the entire book and share that knowledge with you in some videos, but I'll also link the books in the description if you want to check them out yourself. I've already read a little bit of How to Reassess Your Chess, and I think it's a great book. It teaches you how to identify weaknesses in their position, or how to create weaknesses in their position. So I think if I learn this book real good, I'll be a chess master in no time, but I won't learn anything if I forget the most important part, and that's me. Because you could do all of this and it would be a waste of time if you don't take care of yourself so that you're healthy and focused. So there's 3 things that I have to do that are more important than all of the chess, and that's get good sleep, eat good food, and exercise, so that I have a healthy mind and body so I can master chess. But if I don't do enough of any of these, then I won't be able to focus as well. And I know this because I used to stay up all night gaming, and I would get no sleep, or I would sleep all day, and then I would wake up in the evening, and I'd wonder why I'd be tired all the time. But once I started doing these 3 things consistently, I started to feel like a completely different person, and my chess rating just went up. I couldn't believe it. It actually worked. But check this out. Recently, I was actually having some health problems because I was injured, so I was in pain and not exercising, so I wasn't sleeping as well. And that, combined with the winter weather, just dark and gloomy all the time, made me feel kind of sad sometimes. And I also got kind of angry because I couldn't do everything that I used to be able to do. And it was kind of frustrating because I felt like my body wasn't working like I know it can. And I could see that in my chess rating with my puzzle rating falling all the time when it was just going up before. And I knew that it was just my health impacting my performance. And I wonder if I didn't do puzzles every day, if I wouldn't be able to realize as well how much my health is dragging me down. Because I think when you're unhealthy, you have trouble realizing just what you're missing and what you can do if you treat yourself properly. So I have to prioritize sleeping well, eating well, and exercising. So those are going to be the most important things every single day. And then in between that, I will find time for doing puzzles, playing games, making analysis videos, reading chess books, and my rap career. And I think that's everything I need to become a chess master. And I could get a chess coach, but I actually think that the internet is my chess coach, and that should be good enough, even if it's not a grandmaster. And now I'll try to create a daily schedule to see what a day would look like, because I have to manage my time well. There's a lot to do. So I'll start every day early at 8 a.m. after getting about 8 hours of sleep, or however much I need to feel rested. But let's just keep it simple. We'll say I fall asleep at midnight and wake up at 8 a.m. And I'll adjust this to be more realistic as we go. But I do know that I spend the first hour of my day just kind of waking up, pretty groggy. So I try to eat a little bit of breakfast, drink some water, and I usually browse social media on my phone and listen to some music. But then around 9 a.m., I usually start to feel pretty awake. And then I'll do some chess puzzles and listen to some music while I fully wake up. And the first few chess puzzles usually seem a little bit harder, but then my brain starts working a little bit better. And usually if I've taken good care of myself and I'm feeling good, I'll gain a little bit of puzzle rating. But if I do it for too long, I start to lose focus, maybe get a little bit hungry. So I can usually do puzzles for about a half hour before I start to get a little bit worse. So once I start losing focus and getting a little bit hungry, I'll have second breakfast. Because when I woke up, I usually just eat some beef jerky and a granola bar, but I'm not really very hungry in the morning. But once I've woken up a little bit, I can eat a little bit of a bigger breakfast. So I'll usually have some eggs and sausage and maybe some toast. And I'll probably spend about a half hour eating breakfast, listening to music, and just stretching, maybe doing a little bit of light exercise to wake myself up all the way. Because around 10 a.m. is when I start to get to work on whatever I want to do for the day. And usually that's making a chess video. So I'll pull up my recent chess games and I'll choose one to do an analysis video on. So I look at the game and I check out all the mistakes and key moments to get a rough idea of how the game went, and then write a bit of a script for the video by writing comments on the analysis. And I just try to write down my thought process, what was going through my head during the game and what I think they were thinking, and also what the engine thinks the best moves were. And once I have the script or a rough outline of the game, I'll record myself playing back the moves with my commentary. And the whole process of analyzing and writing the script and recording takes about a couple hours, but then I still have to edit it into a nice video. And I'd rather just analyze another game here, but I do have to buy food and pay off my student loans. So in order to survive, I can either make chess videos or work for someone else. But if I work for someone else, I wouldn't have time to become a chess master and take care of myself too. And after a couple hours of work, I have to take care of myself by taking a break, eating some lunch. And usually for lunch, I like to eat something quick, like heating up some leftovers or making a sandwich. And I'll probably spend about an hour eating lunch, watching YouTube videos, and just relaxing before getting back to work. And then I'll edit the video. And this will probably take about a couple hours, but it depends on the video. It also takes a long time to render and upload the videos to YouTube and TikTok. But when it's done, enough of you enjoy it so I can afford to do it again. And then I also have some spare time to work on my goals, which is currently to become a chess master. So what should I do now? Should I study strategy or play some games? No, I can't forget the most important part, my health. And it's probably about 3 o'clock and the sun is still up and I haven't exercised yet. So I'll go out for a walk or a run to get some exercise and sunlight, because your body needs sunlight and exercise for about an hour. But sometimes I'm just really tired and I need to take a nap instead. But sometimes I will rest because it's important to rest if you need to. But after exercising, I'm usually a little bit hungry. So I'll eat a snack and rest for a little bit. And I still have to play some chess and study some chess strategy before I go to bed. And I think 3 hours is probably enough to do this, because I want to make sure that I'm focused and energized the entire time so that the practice is good, because I think bad practice makes you worse. and quality time is more important than how long you spend practicing. So I'll spend about 3 hours playing some games and maybe studying some chess strategy. But after studying, I've done everything I need to become a future chess master except get a full night's sleep. And that's probably the most important part of all this, because if you don't know, your brain actually only learns information when you get deep sleep. So if you don't get good sleep, you're going to forget everything you tried to learn, and then you're going to be tired the entire next day. And because you're tired, you're not going to learn anything. So if you don't get a good night's sleep, one night is going to ruin 2 days at least. So I have to make sure that I fall asleep by midnight if I'm going to wake up at 8 a.m. So I'll be in bed at 11 o'clock, and then I'll turn on a podcast. I like to listen to Lex Friedman podcasts, or Joe Rogan, or PBS Space Time videos, or SciShow. And I usually just listen to that until I fall asleep. So if I go to bed at 11 o'clock every night, and I finish studying chess at 8 o'clock, and I have about 3 hours to do everything else that I need to do, like eat dinner, buy groceries, clean, do any chores I need to do. And I should probably also make some time for entertainment, because I started playing chess for fun, but once you devote your entire life to it, it stops becoming fun very fast. So I have to make sure I spend some time entertaining myself so I do not get burnt out. And also, I think it's important to recognize if I do get burnt out. So every so often, I should probably think about how I feel about my goal still. Do I still want to be a chess master? Is it everything I thought it would be? Do I enjoy playing chess as much as I thought I would? Or maybe would I rather spend this time doing other things, enjoying life, being happy? And it's important to not quit and not give up on yourself, but sometimes it's okay to quit. You just have to be honest with yourself and decide if you really want to do this. Do I really want to be a chess master? Or did I just like the idea of being a chess master? Because when I said I wanted to be a chess master, I didn't actually know what it takes. But now I know, and I think I can do it. But what do you think? Do you think I can do it? Do you think this schedule is realistic? I know it's not. I know I procrastinate a little bit more than this. So maybe I'll finish studying chess a little bit later. I won't have as much time for entertainment, so maybe I'll get burnt out easier. I have to be careful. But I'm also going to be realistic. And this is my ideal schedule, but I'll keep track of how I actually do and adjust it, be more realistic, and decide if I can keep doing it. But if you think I can do it, then smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed to follow me on this journey to becoming the next chess master. Thanks for watching the Bobby Bo Show. Smash the like button. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.